2024 Trans Am 70 SS 1500 horsepower edition. After 52 years, Trans Am Worldwide's co-founder released the 2024 Trans Am 70 SS as a way to express his nostalgic thoughts about the 1970 Chevelle Supersport that he had long considered a family member. In homage to muscle cars, under the hood is still GM's 6.2-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine. The cutting-edge technology is demonstrated in its most powerful version with limited 25 units. The body, completely made of super durable, lightweight carbon fiber, is equipped with Trans Am Worldwide's LS6X 454 twin-turbo engine, the most powerful 1,500 horsepower in muscle car history. The power is transmitted to the rear wheels in Michelin Supersport tires, slotted lowering spring package, Wilwood 6-pistol front. 2024 Trans Am is nostalgic with timeless design inherited from the Chevelle Supersport, such as iconic double grille, road-hugging body shape, and wild aerodynamic lines reminding us of street style. 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona Hemi 22 units, being the prototype of the 1969 Dodge Charger RT. Just 503 Daytonas were made. Of these, only 22 used the 426 cubic inch Hemi V8 engine and A833 4-speed manual transmission. Such a great investment. In 1969, its price was under $4,000 and another $700 for the Hemi engine. But in 2023, on Mecum, it was auctioned at $1.43 million. The car symbolizes the unyielding American spirit, the peak technology of Chrysler engineers during the prime time of muscle cars. The Charger Daytona was the first NASCAR car to reach a speed of 200 miles per hour. It features an aerodynamic exterior design. The 18-inch aerodynamic nose cone is curved and spiky like a bullet fired into the air. The massive 23-inch rear deck wing helps the beast easily speed up out and increase downforce. But this heritage design was quickly stifled by NASCAR for its extremity. 1971 Pontiac GTO Judge convertible 17 units. There's a lot of controversy, but for many muscle car enthusiasts, the 1964 GTO was the car that gave birth to the American muscle car concept. But in 1971, the sad year of muscle cars, Pontiac had to stop producing the GTO Judge. As a result, only 357 units were produced, and 17 of them were convertibles. For the convertible version, it looks more liberal but still keeps a strong heart thanks to two engine options, a 400 cubic inch V8 and a 455 cubic inch V8, combined with a 3-speed turbo hydromatic automatic transmission. Ram air induction is designed to improve airflow into the engine's intake system, thereby increasing power and maximum torque. The GTO Judge convertible exudes a majestic, cold appearance with countless bold lines on the hood and wheel arches. Pontiac's arrowhead symbol stands out in the middle of the grille, along with powerful square headlights. 1971 Plymouth Hemi Cuda convertible, 12 units. Plymouth is a muscle car giant. 12 Hemi Cuda convertibles were produced, 5 of which were for the French market. Only 3 units are equipped with the nostalgic A833 cast-iron 4-speed manual transmission, which is extremely reliable in high-performance cars of the 60s and 70s. In 2021, the car was listed on Mecum auctions at a price of around $6.5 million. At the heart of this vehicle is a 427 cubic inch Hemi V8 engine that produces 425 horsepower and 490 pound-feet of torque. This was one of the most powerful car engines at the time. It has a timeless appeal, not only because of its scarcity or powerful engine, but also because of its aerodynamic appearance and the perfect muscular proportions of the iconic American muscle car. The vehicle's center of gravity is low, its shape is imposing and wide, and the fenders are embossed with sharp blocks. 1969 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am convertible. In 1969, inspired by the Trans Am series, the Firebird Trans Am was born to compete with the Ford Mustang. 697 Firebird Trans Ams produced were high-performance versions of the Pontiac Firebird, especially 8 of which were convertibles. To gain the freedom of this convertible, customers have to spend about $4,000, which is equivalent to about $32,000 today. But in 2016, it was auctioned for $1.5 million at Mecum Auction. It exposes high-performance features such as Safety Track Limited Slip Differential, 1-piston power front disc brakes, a 400 cubic inch V8 engine with ram air induction, which helped the car optimize combustion efficiency to reach a maximum capacity of 345 horsepower and the ability to accelerate 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.1 seconds. 1970 Ford Torino King Cobra 3 units. Previously, the NASCAR racetrack required each participating car to have 500 units of the street-legal version. So Ford introduced the Torino King Cobra, but soon after, the required number shot up to 3,000, so Ford abandoned this project and only 3 King Cobras were produced. Torino King Cobra has the mission to reclaim the throne from the Dodge Charger Daytona and Plymouth Superbird on the NASCAR racetrack. This was the age of aerodynamic design. Unlike the Daytona and Superbird, which have separate nose cones, the front of the King Cobra is a block, steeply sloping like an eagle's beak. So the King Cobra had a larger grille, low ground clearance, so more cooling air would be let in. True to its aggressive name, King Cobra was equipped with Ford's high-performance 429 Supra Cobra Jet V8 engine and 429 Cobra Jet with automatic transmission, reaching a maximum speed of 200 miles per hour, which was extremely astonishing at that time. 1970 Dodge Coronet RT Hemi convertible 2 units. In 1970, only 2,615 Coronet RTs were produced, 296 of which were convertibles, and surprisingly, only 2 were Hemi-equipped. One equipped with a 727 torque flight transmission, the other with an awe-inspiring 4-speed manual transmission. Of course, the heart is a 426 cubic inch Hemi Mopar V8 engine with 425 horsepower. The car accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.1 seconds. The Hemi engine was a luxury choice at the time and required a high level of engineering to fine-tune and take full advantage of the hemispherical cylinder heads and large valves. But the fuel crisis and high insurance prices caused the Coronet RT Hemi convertible to fall into disfavor so much that in the late 1970s, one of the 2 cars was found in a scrapyard in Canada. Recently, they were restored to factory condition and valued at $1.5 million. 1969 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray ZL1 2 units. Built mainly for Can-Am racing, the cost of manufacturing and refining the ZL1 engine is expensive. So only 2 Corvette Stingray ZL1 cars were handed to users. In 2018, the only convertible version was honored to be displayed at the Simeone Foundation Automotive Museum. Muscle cars aren't just about speed, but they also speak about freedom, individuality, and the pursuit of auto perfection. The Corvette Stingray has all of these. The L88 engine is a mechanical pinnacle, made entirely of aluminum with a capacity of 427 cubic inches, the largest and most powerful at that time. As a result, this mechanical masterpiece could produce 430 horsepower, accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4 seconds, and achieve 170 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest cars of its time. 1967 Shelby Mustang GT500 Super Snake 1 unit. Carroll Shelby and Shelby American are a symbol of American boldness and risk-taking spirit.
My name's Carroll Shelby, and performance is my business.
The 1967 Shelby GT500 Mustang is a high-performance variant of the standard Mustang. Carroll Shelby continues to push the limits of performance with the Super Snake. The heart of this ferocious beast is the GT500's revised 428 cubic inch V8, together with dual Paxton superchargers that can squeeze more air into the engine's intake system. This setup helps increase the engine's output to incredible levels, which has 520 horsepower at a maximum speed of 170 miles per hour. It's more powerful than the Chevrolet Corvette Stingray ZL1 produced 2 years later. $8,000 was considered an astronomical price compared with the popular Cobra 427 sports car at that time. Then that single one was auctioned for $2.2 million in 2019. Each muscle car is like a member of the family, associated with many beautiful memories. I read somewhere that there were young people at that time who worked hard to own a muscle car or enjoyed interesting trips in it. And you, what good memories do you have about them?